Okay, this morning and this week, every morning this week, we're going to do a number mat. And we'll be practicing place value, addition and subtraction, and rounding with this number mat. But please pay attention because each day I've asked you to do a little something different. So today our number is 572, and that's what I'm going to write in that inner circle. And then I'm going to complete each of the 4 activities. So check what you did or do this with me. First, we are asked to do expanded form. I'm going to write that here. You don't have to write it each day, but I think it's good for you if you can do that pretty quick, because that way you just remember what it is and it puts it in your brain. So if I do expanded form, I am showing the value of each digit. So the value of the 5 is 500, plus the value of the 7 is 70, plus the value of the 2 is 2. Now remember, we also did exponential form, and that's one that is kind of harder because we haven't done multiplication yet. So it's just one we really have to practice. But remember, we're just saying how many hundreds are there? Well, how many hundreds are there? There are 5, so that's 5 times 100. And then put a plus sign. Then use the parentheses. How many tens are there? There are 7. That's 7 10 times. How many ones are there? There are 2. And that's it. Okay, expanded form and exponential form. Expanded form tells you the value of each digit. Exponential form says how many of each type do you have. All right, I'm going to go over and do the rounding. And this is going to be a little bit different today because I am asking you to take 572 and round it to the nearest tens place. But it's 100. What do I do? Guys, we're just going to look at the 2 last numbers because the 5 really doesn't matter to us. If I do 72 and I draw a number line, my closest tens are 70 and 80, and halfway is 75. Where is 72 going to be on that number line? It's going to be somewhere in here. So I can obviously see that it rounds to 70. So if I'm rounding 572 to the nearest 10, then I'm just going to say that it rounds to 570. I just put the 5 in front of what I rounded to. So that makes it pretty simple. I just look at the tens and the ones, do the rounding, and then I put the 5 back in front. All right, round to the nearest 100. So again, I'm doing 572. And so we're going to draw our number line. What are our 200s closest to 572? That's 500 and 600. And remember, halfway is 550. Well, where is 572? Well, that is greater than 550. So it's going to be somewhere on this side. And it's obviously going to round to 600. If you did not show all those steps, if you didn't draw the arrow, you didn't circle, you didn't draw the number line, do that now. I want you to have all that practice. So pause, go back, do it with me. You should have all this work on your paper. If all you have is 570 and 600, you didn't do the practice I asked you to do. All right, the next one asks us to add 198 to the number. So I'm going to start with 572, and then I'm going to add 198. 8 plus 2, well, that's 10. So I'll put my 0 down, carry my 1 into the next column because it's a 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. I always make my 10s if I can. Plus 7 would be 17. Carry my 1, and that would be 7. So 770. Does that make sense? Well, yeah, 500 rounds to 600. And 198 rounds to 200, which would be 800. 770 rounds to 800. So my answer is reasonable. I think I did a good job. Okay, the next one asked me to subtract 67 from the number. So 572 minus 67. Notice I'm going to spread some things out because I know in subtraction, sometimes I have to regroup, which I'm going to have to do here because remember, I can't take away 7 from 2. So I'm going to go to 7. 7 becomes a 6. Shift my 10 and make that 12. 12 take away 7 is 5. 6 take away 6 is 0. And then bring down your 5. So 505. And does that make sense? Yeah, because 572 would, well, I could do addition. Let's check it. Yeah, we might as well, right? 505 plus 67. Let's see if we got that right. 12, carry my 1, 7, 5. Matches up, so I know I'm right. Okay, that's what we're doing today. We'll do another one tomorrow.